Well, wouldn't it be lovely to start every day drinking your morning coffee, checking your emails with this view? Wouldn't that just be perfect? I'm making the most of it while I've got it. We got a little visitor this morning. Good morning, Pusscat. Hello. Just saw him streak across here. He was after a lizard, I think. He's obviously somebody's pet cat because he's got a little collar with a name tag on. It's rather sweet. Good morning from what you can probably hear outside if we listen carefully. It's cloudy, wet, rainy, miserable Greece. Today, unbelievably, I have filmed almost nothing. I think I've filmed 2 tiny clips since we've been here. Couple of reasons for that, which I'll come back to. But today is the last full day of our holiday. We go home tomorrow. We've been here for a week. Will and Georgie, my son Will, and his girlfriend Georgie, were with us for the first 5 days. We took them back to the airport yesterday. They came for five. They flew out with us, and from Bristol, and they flew back to Gatwick yesterday. We're flying home tomorrow. We're staying on Zakynthos, which we came to last year and absolutely fell in love with for the first time. First time we've been to the island of Zakynthos, also known as Zante. We're staying somewhere we haven't stayed before, which is fab. It's a fab location. And I'm going to show you a bit in a minute, but I might have to voice over the outside bits because there is a howling gale plus the noise of the sea, which is quite rough and choppy because there's a storm warning today. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on with that. But I wanted to film, so I've been sort of waiting for the sun to come out, and it hasn't done, and it's not going to. We had 3 days when we arrived of glorious sunshine, chilly in the evenings, but you expect that at this time of year, but glorious sunshine during the day, warm enough to lie out in the sun in the day, if that's your thing. But all the time, you know, I was going outside for morning coffee at 8 o'clock in the morning and sitting and looking at the blue sea and the blue sky, and it was just glorious. And then we knew it was coming because of the weather forecast on the weather app on the phone, and it has been thick cloud cover, quite a lot of rain, and really quite chilly ever since. I bought completely the wrong clothes with me. I bought a jacket and this cardigan for the evenings because I knew it was going to be cold enough to need a jacket stroke cardigan. Let's just say last night I went out with a camisole, a vesty thing, 2 t-shirts, a loose smock top. Good thing I had a loose smock top on top of all those 4 layers, and this cardigan. 6 layers. 6 layers. It hasn't been warm. The evening that we discovered that the air conditioning unit in our lounge blows out hot air was possibly the most joyous moment I've experienced this holiday. It was so nice to feel warm. But yeah, it's been it hasn't been what we were hoping for weather-wise. I think we've never been to Greece this early in the season. We usually go sort of mid-May, but first world problems. I know we wanted to space out. We already had a holiday booked for the beginning of June, a cruise, and so we didn't want to go mid-May because we'd be sort of coming back from one and going on another one. As I say, first world problems. I'm aware I'm very privileged to go on so many holidays. But so we came a bit earlier, and it's really sort of pre-season here. Everything sort of gets going at the beginning, the first sort of 10 days of May. Although having said that, when we went to Santorini last year, certainly it's the 2nd of May today. Certainly I think we went around the 10th of May last year, it felt a lot busier there than it does here, so maybe that gets going a bit earlier because of the cruise ships going to Santorini. I don't know at all, but yeah, it unfortunately it hasn't been what we would have liked weather-wise for the most part. However, the apartment, as I said, is lovely. It's called the Laura Beach House, and it's 2 buildings. I will wiggle you around in a minute and show you. I'm going to do a little bit of footage of, also I haven't got any makeup on. I've literally put makeup on twice in the week we've been here. It has been the most cash, non-makeup, relaxing, we haven't gone out a lot, type of holiday. It's very, very low-key, particularly at this time of year, not dressy at all, and as I say, I've been dressing up like the Michelin Man just to stay warm, so I haven't really felt like I needed a face full of makeup as well. We have got out and about a bit. We've been up to the top of the island, through the mountains, to a little harbour town of Agios Nicholas. Is it Agios Nicholas? I think it is. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. Went up there and had a really nice seafood lunch one day. That was one of the days the sun was shining. Ashley and I went for a wander around Zakynthos town, the capital. That was Sunday. Yesterday was Monday. It was a bank holiday, same as in the UK, so everything was shut. There it was quite quiet, but it was nice to have just a wander around the streets and soak up a little bit of atmosphere and all that sort of thing. We've driven around a bit. We've been out for some nice meals. We've cooked in. We had a barbecue one night when William and Georgie were here, which was fun. And it looks as though it's clearing a bit, the sky, but it's not going to. It's just lightening up a little bit prior to the storm starting, I think. Anyway, enough chat. Let's go and have a little look. I'll show you where we are, where we're staying, and we'll try not to get too wet. So this is the little track that we approach our apartment up in the car, and the back looks out over these gorgeous olive groves and lovely flowers, meadow flowers and everything at this time of year. Really pretty. These 2 blocks are the Laura Beach House, which is where we are staying, and our apartment is the ground floor one here. This is the back of it. There's another one. You got the stairs to the top one there, and this is our little garden area. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. I think it can sleep up to 6 because there's sofa beds in the lounge as well. Little balcony here out of the 2nd bedroom, and then we've got this lovely big patio space. We've got a barbecue here, which is super fun. There's lots of wood for that, wood fire barbecue, and that takes you up onto our little patio. I'm going to show you across here. We just brought everything up here, the dryer and everything, because of the storm warning, and that is our view, which, as you can imagine, in the sun is absolutely blooming gorgeous. This whole patio area here goes with this apartment as well. And on our balcony we've got a dining table, which we haven't used very much because it's been too cold to eat out, and 2 comfy chairs there with a little table. And then we come down here, there is all these sunbeds are for all the apartments. We can go down there because you lose the sun on our patio quite early on at this time of year. So we've been sitting down there late afternoons when it's been nice enough, and if I turn you round you can see that's what our apartment looks like from the back, and then there's another one upstairs, and then there's 2 there. Right, let me show you inside. This is the cold, sad looking husband. So we got a little dining table and chairs. This is a sofa which turns into a bed, I believe. We've got a full kitchen with the biggest fridge freezer I've ever seen, washing machine, cooker, all the things you need, quite well equipped, and then got internet, and then the lounge area there. I believe that we haven't had the TV on at all, but I believe it has Netflix as well. Then in here you've got, this was Will and Georgie's room, nice big comfy, but I think that can be done as 1 bed or 2 beds maybe, because it looks like 2 singles together. But nicely decorated, quite a good size. You've got a window that looks over the gardeny bit out the back, and then also double doors out onto the little patio looking over the side. Wardrobe in the corner there, and little dressing table area here. Shelving units up there as well. And then bathroom in here, or shower room, fairly basic. Shower there, and then out back into the lounge and into the main bedroom, which again is a really nice size. No balcony on this one, but you've got the outside, you know, 2 steps away, so you don't really need a balcony. Big wardrobe over here, and then we've got ensuite just here. Again, fairly basic, nice size shower, like a walk-in shower there, and loo down there, and a little window to outside. And that's the apartment. It was, we were really impressed with it actually. We weren't quite sure what it was going to be like. I knew I definitely wanted the ground floor one. I booked it direct with the owner online. They've got a website, which I will link below. And yeah, we found it really nice. They have someone, the owner is in Athens, Laura, but her husband is here and her son, and we've got their mobile numbers if we need anything. Had a little mishap with the doggy. We locked ourselves out and had to have a locksmith around at the beginning of the holiday, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, that's it for the apartment tour. I will take you along with us. We're going out in a bit, I think, and yes, see where our last day takes. Off on a car adventure to see if we can get to, I don't know if you can see this very well, there is a church on the top of that hill there in the centre of that shot. No, that's the roof. Not doing very well, am I? At the far hill, just up there, sorry about the dodgy camera work, there is a church and we are going to try and get good job Ashley's good with directions, because I'm absolutely clueless, but we are getting closer and closer to it.
I've had a couple of detours back onto the way we came.
It's interesting countryside. There's some stunning villas that you drove past. I reckon there's going to be a good view from up here.
Interesting now, I'm not quite sure.
I feel like that way.
This way or right up?
No, I think here.
Yes, I think
there's cats.
Cats, Greek cats.
A Greek coach.
Coach trip. Yeah. More Greek cats. It's like Cat Village.
It is, isn't it?
Look at that.
Wow.
That's different.
Yeah.
I've not seen one of those before.
We found some very narrow roads through the little village.
I'd say we're going out of the village again.
Yeah. Difficult. After several false starts, we have made it to the church. Stunning, look at that. I'm hoping we'll be able to go in, but I don't know if we will or not. But look at this view. It would obviously be a lot nicer in the sunshine, but it's still a pretty stunning view. Wow. Looking all the way over to, that's Kefalonia over here, that piece of land.
One just over there.
Yes. Graves are all beautifully kept with flowers on, aren't they? Really nice. bloody trust Google Maps. It brings you up roads like this. When I say road, I mean vertiginous side of mountain track. Honestly, whatever next.
That's got concrete.
Well, yeah, not sure for how long.
Do you think he always tells the tourists they can go down here and they'll never see them again?
God knows. Google Maps is seriously taking the piss now. Honestly, do you want a lemon? If we never found again, we could eat lemons off the lemon tree. How can Google Maps call this a road?
Well, he's called it a road.
Well, he did. We met
fine.
a Greek gentleman who said it was fine in Greek. Well, obviously our Greek is limited to 4 words, and his English was non-existent, but we communicated. He was very helpful in saying that it was safe to drive down because we got out of the car to sort of double check. But anyway, here we are.
Hang on, there's a dead end with 47 hired cars and loads of skeletons.
You'll be pleased to hear we've emerged unscathed after our trek through the mountainous countryside. Honestly, never trust Google Maps. Ridiculous.
I did say, should we go down that big wide road? Caroline went, no, the map says down this dirt track with rock falls.
I'm too trusting of technology, you see. We were lucky with the weather. It's just started raining, so we're glad we went up there when we did.
It's the hottest spot in town.
Well, a jungle cocktail bar, yes.
It's the only place that's open. Heatwave wine bar.
Doesn't look quite as appealing in this weather, does it? Well, that was quite an adventure. Oh God, that's nasty light, isn't it? Should we try with the light on, actually? Let's do an outfit. I've got changed. I've put some makeup on. Hurrah! Not loads, but some. I've got my wide leg jeans from Taking Shape on. My trainers that have not been off my feet all holiday. I absolutely love these trainers from JD Williams so much. Top from Pure Plus. Gifted. Love this. So comfortable. I've got about 3 other layers underneath this top, and this cardigan that I've not had off my back since we got here, and I'm absolutely sick of, to be perfectly honest. I think it's from Primark. Anyway, I think we are off for lunch up the mountain a little bit, and to a restaurant we went to last time we came here, that we quite enjoyed. Went in the evening. I had a lovely view across the sea, which it will still have, but it won't be quite such a nice view on a day like this. There's a little coop of chickens, that's where our house is, just there with the car. And just up here in the olive grove is a little chicken house. Hello chickens! There's quite a few of them. There's some down there. They're quite noisy in the morning.
Sunday lunchtime.
It's called what?
Sunday lunchtime.
Oh dear, your card's marked then. Sunday for short. That one's called Paxo. Sage and onion. There's 2 of them. Second adventure of the day, which is less of an adventure because we know where we're going this time. I promise not to check Google Maps this time and just relying on road signs. We are heading up the mountains, into the mountains at the top of the island, and towards a place called Agios Nicholas, which has a little harbour, which I think I filmed last time we went to Zakynthos. We've ended up for lunch here at this sort of roadside restaurant. The one we wanted to go to wasn't open, but this is very nice. We're sitting outside like hardy British folk that we are, who sit outside in the cold, and yeah, looks nice. We are sharing a baked feta cheese to start with, peppers and tomatoes and oregano, and some bread there. Yeah, that's big, isn't it? Looks delicious though. Main courses, I am having a moussaka, which looks and smells absolutely amazing.
It's a Canadian speciality.
Why?
Moussaka.
Mousse.
Well, they get the mousse.
Yeah, okay, funny. And Ashley's got Greek beef stew with like a tomato sauce with chips.
It wasn't a stew that I had before.
Okay.
It was called something else. It's like not a stuffed.
Yeah. Looks nice.
Okay.
Tomatoey. Yum. And we are back at the apartment. That was a really nice lunch. Nice little drive up the mountain, nice lunch in a rustic Greek taverna. Feeling very full of moussaka now. Back here, rain has definitely set in for the afternoon. It's that sort of cold, slightly breezy, wet, steady rain. So I'm going to whack the heating on, get into my lovely cosy bed, and read my book. Good morning. It is Wednesday. We had the most amazing storms last night. After we came back from lunch, it was mid-afternoon I think, and we came into the apartment and I said I was going to sit in my bed and read. We did that for several hours, and then we debated whether we wanted to go out. We thought we'd have a wander down to the pool, but it was horrible. It was cold, it was windy, it was raining. We went down to the little pool bar locally. There was no one in there, so we decided not to stay. And we weren't particularly hungry, having had a big lunch, so we came back here and had a little snacky dinner that Ashley whipped up out of bits and pieces we had in the fridge, and listened to the storm, watched the storm out the window, and went to bed. But this morning, ironically, as we're leaving here at about 10:30, which is about an hour, to go back to England, has dawned slightly better. So glad I'm able to show you in this video with the sun out how lovely, well, sort of with the sun out. The sun is out, but it's quite cloudy. But how beautiful it all looks. Because honestly, don't things look better in the sun than in the cloud? So yes, it's certainly an improvement on yesterday, which is nice. So I just walked down the steps from the apartment to the beach, just to show you, sort of, I say beach, it's stony and it's very narrow, but it is effectively a beach. This is what it looks like. You can walk along there all the way to the local town, village. I think you can walk along the beach. Not so easy to walk. I actually fell over the other day because it's quite steep and the stones. And there are, but that's the apartment up there, that's our apartment there. There's quite a lot of quite steep steps, so it's certainly put down to the beach, so it wouldn't be suitable for anybody with mobility issues, but it is just such a beautiful spot.